Think of all the things that you know how to do today. Do you know about those things because you learned them in school? A little more. Cover it up. This morning I was able to show my son how to make his own eggs. He cracked the eggs into the pan, broke both of them. This is how we learn. Next time, he will learn not to press them so hard when he opens the egg. I told him put a little water in the pan, put the lid on to make steam, which is called froaching eggs. Frying, poaching. Does it cook the egg better? We did a little scientific exploration about this. Stuff like that is really fun about homeschooling. But living in Quebec, I have to now find a way that I can prove in writing that this was learning for my child, which is a bit frustrating, but... Have we had this epiphany before?
What?
Have the children help us tidy up every evening? That's what I just thought of this afternoon as I'm walking around tidying up the house.
Thought of it, I did.
That's the gentle hum of the vacuum. This is our second week of homeschooling, and already my thinking about homeschooling has changed a lot. I'm a teacher by profession. When I first began, I started really looking into the curriculum and looking at all the ways I'm going to teach them as if I were a classroom teacher. I live in Quebec. It is the most regulated province in Canada when it comes to homeschooling. After meeting with some other homeschooling parents living in Quebec, I have found there's ways around that. Right now I'm listening to a lot of information on unschooling. We're on our way to our first homeschooling event where we're going to meet some of the other homeschooling parents in our community. Bumblebee tomatoes. It's nice to bring an offering when you're invited to an event. Good? Aren't they delicious? I love them. Homeschool! This is very out of my comfort zone, meeting new people. So this is good for us. It's a good beginning for homeschooling.
That actually turned out better than it could have.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was nice to meet some new people and some new families, and I learned a little bit more about homeschooling. Unschooling?
So many deep learning experiences.
What kind of crazy thing is that? You don't want your kids to learn anything?
Yes to everything.
That's not what unschooling is. So how does that look to you? Made popular by educators such as John Holt. Unschooling is allowing the child to discover what their interests are and learn about their environment, learn about the world through their own interests. It's off to the library, but my little guy doesn't seem too excited. He's tired again. The more research I did into homeschooling, the more I started questioning the traditional school system and the traditional way of teaching. I became certain that it's not the best for my kid. My son is really interested in fishing. From his first cast, I think he fell in love with it because on his first cast, he pulled in a rather big fish and he was so excited and he just fell in love with it. And he's been wanting to go fishing all the time since then. So unschooling is the taking of subjects that the child is interested in. Through fishing, you can explore social studies, geography, the history of a country, English, science, French text and French media. Other than the math workbook, I'm going to focus on my kids' interests, and we're going to attack that curriculum through fishing and see what that looks like in a few weeks from now, and then we'll reevaluate. But I'm really excited.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Stop! Let me play!
Bye. I'm putting it out there for the comments. Do I sound that good after 3 weeks?